all in this fourth meeting of SRMS Toastmasters Club. I am sure everyone is as excited as I am, and this meeting will be of 1.5 hours. I would like to begin by stating the mission of Toastmasters Club. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. Before starting the meeting, I will be stating some of the ground rules for offline members, which are: please ensure all the cell phones are on silent or on switch off mode. Please enter or exit with a handshake only. Please make sure you enter or exit the stage during the applause. Please applaud loudly and enthusiastically for our performers. Now, the next rules are for offline members. Please keep your device's microphone on mute throughout the meeting. To applaud, you can unmute your microphone or use the hand gesture feature of the Zoom. If possible, be in video mode to enjoy the meeting. In case of any technical assistance, you can contact the host of the meeting. At SRMS Toastmasters Club, I request all the members to please be mindful while speaking anything about gender, religion, caste, or on political matters. They can be of controversial nature. So let me call upon today's presiding officer, that is Toastmaster Jatin Khilani. He is a friendly neighborhood Toastmaster from Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, currently living in Noida. After spending some time in various places, companies, and clubs, trying to focus on attaining a stable dwelling in mind, body, and spirit, I welcome once again Toastmaster Jatin Khilani.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Dance, for that introduction. Am I clearly? Hopefully, I can hear. People are able to hear me very well. Thank you. Seems like we have some professional photography being happening today, so it's time to be more professional than ever to look good in pictures. So, our Sergeant at Arms asked in the beginning as to whether people like rainy season or not. Some people may not like it, but then by show of hands, let's go one by one and ask what other seasons do you people like then, if not the rainy season? Anybody for summers here? Yep, just one. How about winters? Anybody who likes winter season? Oh, that seems like Sir there likes all the seasons. Well, that's basically the essence of it, right? It doesn't matter what the season is. It's how you deal with that season or what beauty do you find in that season is what matters to you. And that's what we are here for, to find that beauty in everything as Toastmasters, what we do. In the interest of time, without any other further delay, I'd like to start with the proceedings of today's meeting. Now, if you're already aware by now, that generally every meeting is conducted around a theme and conducted by a person who's called the Toastmaster of the day, who drives the meeting so wholeheartedly to make everything fun and yet insightful, so that people can learn as much as they can from it, while making everybody enjoy that theme as well. In the absence of today's theme, we have something very special instead, which is a workshop. And for those of you who have already seen the poster, can somebody tell me what today's workshop is all about? Any takers? Anybody who's seen the poster and remembers what today's workshop title is? Yes, please.
Crafting an effective speech.
Well, close by, yes. Well, the title exactly is The Art of Crafting a Speech. Now, how effective you can make it is up to you. But this person who's giving this speech is Toastmaster Smita Kotkar. And before I call her upon to deliver the speech or deliver the workshop, let me give a brief introduction. Toastmaster Smita Kotkar is a member of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow, which is the same club as mine, and she's been there for over 3 years now, which is why she is here to share her learnings and experience with us. Because along with that, she's also represented the club at the district level, which is India, Bangladesh, and Bhutan, uh, at this district level in the international speech contest, as well as the table topics contest, which is an impromptu speech contest. So, who better to share her experience than her? But other than her accolades, she also is an emotional intelligence coach by profession. She's also author of a Amazon bestseller, and giving her insights and ideas not only to the entire world through her book, she keeps mentoring and taking care of everyone around her, which is why we call her our club mom. Now, that club mom, with her emotional IQ that she has, is going to talk about how to deliver or how to craft a speech using your brain and your heart. Lydia, please put your hands together for a wonderful today's workshop or keynote speaker, Toastmaster Smita Kotkar. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jatin. Hello, everyone. How are you doing? Wonderful. Well, am I loud and clear? If I'm totally, completely loud and clear, then give me a double thumbs up. Double thumbs up. Oh, yes. I saw some of you give me a double thumbs up. And some say, chalega, it's okay. She's also here to give us something. And today we have a workshop. Heartiest congratulations, by the way. 4th meeting. It's a new club. Wonderful. You know, in my 3 years of Toastmasters journey, I remember my 4th meeting. Oh, I do remember it very well. Because I was up on stage and I got up on stage and I forgot what I had to say. So from there to going up to the district finals of international speech contest, it's been quite a journey. And today I'm here to share with you some parts of my journey in creating a speech, which probably you may find, may not find in your Toastmasters manuals, you may not find on YouTube, right? Because I'm sure within engineering college and faculty and teachers today, you know, your information is at your fingertips. So all you have to do is mastering the art of writing a speech and you will have not one, but 100 entries, right? Am I, I mean, are you with me on that? If you're with me on that, raise your hands. Right? So there is so much that can be done and can be learned over the internet. Done. So why are we holding a workshop today on speech crafting? Right? So let me elaborate a little more on it. But first of all, tell me, what is the intention of your coming to this workshop and learning the art of speech crafting? This is the topic. You've all come here to learn. But what is your own specific intention? Can you all speak up? Just raise your hands or just speak up. What is your particular intention of coming here and attending this particular workshop? Anyone? So let's speak up. Okay, I'm going to have a lot of questions and I'm going to ask you a lot of answers. Yes, please go on.
Good afternoon, Toastmaster. According to me, as you have mentioned before, that in today's era, we all are having the content, we all are having the information, but we
Absolutely.
are missing in the thread that could bind our introduction, body, and conclusion. So, through this workshop, we could learn how to bind all these informations in one form and delivered it in a effective manner.
Wonderful. So your intention is to learn how to let's say what to put in the body, what to put in the beginning, what to put in the ending, and how to create an effect. This is yours. What's your name, dear?
Chehek Agarwal.
Chehek. Beautiful. Oh, how lovely name that is, Chehek. Beautiful. What about others?
Thank you.
Others don't have an intention. You can speak up from there also. If you speak loudly, then we'll save on time on you going up till the podium. Others, please. What's your intention? I wish I could ask you to quickly write in the chat box, but I can see you aren't on the laptop. So you'll have to just speak up. Yes, please. Please sit. Please sit. Have a seat. No, no, have a seat. Just speak up from there. We'll save time.
Yeah, so, being a doctor, so every day we are seeing patients, and I am a cancer specialist. So, effective communication skills are very important in terms of counseling, psychological counseling to the patient and to the family members. So, maybe this workshop will help me in improving my communication skills with the patient for their better management.
How wonderful. How wonderful. So we have another aspect. Not only is it about a speech crafting with students, we also have somebody who would like to learn how to communicate better, right? Amazing. So just two of them. Anybody else quickly? Now we have a mic that goes on from here to there. Yeah.
Hello. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
completely, totally.
See, we are the faculty members in this college.
Yes, sir.
And as a faculty member, we need to interact with the students in the classrooms, outside the classrooms, even in our cabin or chambers also. So
Absolutely.
the point is that until and unless we will not be able to understand the real problem, the inside the mind of the student, what is happening, what is his or her actual problem.
Yes.
So here the communication, I think, plays a very important role. So we need to, uh, we are here just to learn. I mean, what should be the effective way so that we can understand the actual problems of the students, and only then we can give the right solutions to the students.
How wonderful. Sir,
Thank
may I
you.
know your name, please?
Dr. L.S. Maurya.
Dr. Maurya, wonderful. How beautifully said. I mean, there is so much to learn from you of what you already said. Being a teacher, you have yourself put yourself in front of your students, telling them that I am still willing to learn, even though I have put in so many years with you, teaching you, interacting with you. I'm still open to new learnings. What more can I take? How wonderful. And may I also know the name of the gentleman who spoke before you? I'll need that mic.
Dr. Ayush.
Dr. Ayush. Okay, wonderful. I'm just going to write your name so that I don't forget them. And we had Chehek who had come up earlier. Wonderful. So I'm about to tell you that when you begin your speech or workshop, do not begin with an apology. And that is why I just stopped myself from saying, I'm sorry, I forget names. And I wrote it down. So I will not say that. And I'm going to try and remember your names, right? So now that we have an intention ready, okay, wonderful. Tell me, do you have a favorite speaker? Is there somebody whom you love hearing? It could be a sports person, it could be a movie actor, it could be a motivational speaker, somebody on YouTube, somebody on Facebook. It could be a teacher, it could be somebody you heard at home. Do you have a favorite speaker? Do you have somebody, it may not be a favorite, but somebody whom you really love listening to? Yes. So Dr. Ayush said yes. Okay, Dr. Ayush, who's that person? Yes,
Ma'am,
please.
I think
Dear.
according to me, that person is Rasraji Maharaj. He is a religious and kind of a person who talks on religious things.
Okay. Rasrajji Maharaj. Okay. What's your name, dear?
My name is Amisha.
Wonderful, Amisha. Okay. So I'm going to hold on to that name. Okay. Anybody else? Others, please. Let's have quickly 2, 3 names come up. You can just speak a little loudly and that's also okay.
So yeah, there is a faculty in our medical college, Dr. Bindu. So I have seen she's an impromptu speaker, and her facial expressions during a speech. So it matches with what she's saying. It is not like that she's like facial expression is saying something else, words are something else. So that attracts me a lot.
Wonderful. So by giving your answer, Dr. Ayush, you've also answered the second part of my question, which was, what is it that you love in that speaker? Okay. And the lady and the girl who had spoken about Rashraji Maharaj, I'm sorry, dear, I need to know your name once again.
Ma'am, my name is Amisha Varshne.
Amisha, what do you like in Rashraji Maharaj?
It's because how beautifully he said so many things in a little words, and that also they are so much impactful and for the young generation also.
Wonderful. So you have something that he says with impact. He says it for the younger generation. And Dr. Ayush spoke about a lady, Dr. Bindu, who has a lot of facial expressions, and what she says gets conveyed not only through her words, but also through her expressions to her body language, probably. Am I right, Dr. Ayush? Is that what you were saying? Okay. What about the other side of the student side who is sitting there? You don't have somebody you like to hear?
Good
Well, I'm,
afternoon, ma'am.
yeah, go on.
I love hearing Priyanka Chopra in interviews. When she
Ah.
speaks, it shows her confidence, and when she speaks, people listens to her.
Absolutely. And what's your name, dear?
Siddhi Gupta.
Siddhi. So Siddhi likes PC, and the reason why she likes PC is because of her confidence. Okay. And my dear sir, who's taking the mic from here to there, I don't wish to make you run around here and there. Is there a possibility for you to keep that mic on a table or a chair in the center so that
That's
you don't have to get up again and again?
that's typical, but I would be happy to do that
That's so kind of
because
you.
that is engaging people a lot. And I have one liking. My name is Saurabh Gupta, and I have one liking. Late Mrs. Shushma Swaraj.
Oh, yes.
And the wonderful thing that I liked about that lady is the level of intact intellect.
Hmm.
And the second thing is the level of positivity.
Wonderful, wonderful.
And I really do not see anybody in the parliament currently or before that or after that.
True, true. Very true. I fully agree with the what is it that you love in the speakers, right? And the kind of qualities that you love. Now, tell me, let me just show you something, okay? Am I allowed to share my screen, Jatin?
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
Okay. Just let me know if you can see my screen. Raise your hand, please, if you can. Dr. Ayush has raised his hand. Thank you. Okay. What is this? You can just shout it from there. What is it that you see on the screen? A dot, a circle. What is the color?
Red.
Red. Wonderful. What about this? Silly questions, right? What color is this? Green.
Works or not?
What? Could you? What? Which color is this? Is it green? Thank you. Just speak a little loudly. We'll move forward. What about this? Orange. Thank you so much. So did you wonder what is she doing? Is she testing our skills? We are studying in SRM college. ये nursery level के questions आ रहे हैं. Excuse me, ma'am. आप कोई गलत जगह पे तो नहीं आ गई हैं? So did those thoughts cross your mind? You knew they were red. You knew they were orange. You knew it was green because you could recognize those colors, right? Somebody's taught you those things. You could recognize them because you know them. And today I would like to tell you that every single quality that you just mentioned in the speakers that you like, appreciate, somebody who's been inspiring you, you've been able to appreciate those qualities and know those qualities because you yourself have those qualities inside of you. So if Dr. Ayush says that there is somebody who is absolutely brilliant when it comes to conveying her thoughts and has got a wonderful body language, Dr. Ayush, you have that inside of you too. If Amisha says that Rasraji Maharaj is able to convey his thoughts and speak to the younger generation and connect with them, my dear, you have those abilities in yourself too. If Siddhi loves Priyanka Chopra's confidence, that is because Siddhi has that inside of her too. And similarly, when we spoke of positivity, Saurabh sir, You just showed it through the way by which you were willing to take the mic from person to person. Right? Nobody else got up. You were the one who actually volunteered to do that. So the things that we appreciate in people, the only reason you can appreciate that in somebody else is because you have it inside of you. That being said, if you aspire to be a public speaker, when you are able to see somebody and get inspired by the way the person is speaking, that is because somewhere deep down you yourself are a public speaker. It's just that probably you haven't explored it to the extent the other person has done. But you cannot appreciate another what you don't have inside of you. Are we clear on that? Yes, a double thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's move on further. Okay. And now I want you to tell me quickly a favorite song or a favorite movie, anything. And then, of course, why is it so special to you? Pankaj, Saurabh sir has got it.
Lag Ja Gale.
Lag Ja Gale. Okay. Why is it so special?
Lyrics.
Lyrics. Okay. What else? What else apart from the lyrics? What happens inside of you when you hear Lag Ja Gale? Matlab, did I just say light band ho ja? I don't think I did that, but still, can you all hear me? If you can, just speak up. I'm sure the light will come. Okay, so we have the lights gone off. Jatin, are you there?
Yeah.
Keep your camera switched on. I feel like I'm talking to black boxes.
Well, no, I thought you both were spotlighted, so didn't want to be a
I can
distraction
still,
there.
no distractions. I will come to know, I will have a lot of feedback once with all your expressions. So Ria's there is Ria Rastogi, there is Ria Agarwal, Dr. Nabila Khanam is there, Anu Saxena is there. Hello,
Hello, ma'am.
everyone.
Hello, ma'am. This is Saurabh.
Yeah. Yes,
Hanji.
sir.
Yeah, actually, we had some power cut.
That's okay. I got that. That's
Please,
okay.
please
I'm
bear
here.
with us for 5 minutes.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure,
it's
sure.
back again. It's back.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Until now, we only heard Tansen do bring rain and
I know.
light up a lamp. Now we have a singer who can turn off the light as well.
Turn off the light as well. And we are back. And we were here with Lag Ja Gale. Dr. Ayush in this lovely weather has got Lag Ja Gale. Beautiful. And the lyrics. Now I'm going to ask him what.
This is what you said.
So what about Lag Ja Gale, Dr. Ayush? Why this song only?
I'm giving phone to him.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayush. Why Lag Ja Gale?
Firstly, the lyrics are very soulful. Music is very soothing, and somewhere the lyrics connect that every day is like last day. So be with your loved ones always.
किसी एक की याद आती होगी ना इस गाने से, सबकी तो याद नहीं आ सकती ना आपको, कुछ एक ही याद आती होगी.
हाँ,
Okay.
वाइफ की.
नहीं, ठीक है.
अभी वाइफ भी बोल सकते हैं सबके साथ.
अभी वाइफ ही बोल सकते हैं. That's wonderful. What about others? मैं इसलिए नाम नहीं मांग रही थी. I just wanted to know that special. That's okay. What about others? Somebody, youngsters, what about you?
Ma'am, this is Amisha.
Hi, Amisha. Yes.
Ma'am, I have one favorite song that's actually in English, Let Her Go. And the best thing about Let Her Go is that people actually realize the value of something when it's gone, and they do not have that thing no longer.
Okay. Amisha, why this song? What is it that, how could you, can you relate to it somehow when you heard the lyrics and when you're speaking about it?
Ma'am, can you please say that again?
Yeah, I can hear my voice echo. And now I'm clear? Okay, done. So when you spoke about this song, Let Her Go, and did it trigger something inside of you when you heard this song? Are you thinking, dear? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. You can hear me. Okay, are you thinking about it? Okay, just think about it. Tell me. Done. Are we back loud and clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wonderful. So, Amisha, the song Let Her Go, did it trigger something inside of you?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, it does.
It does. What? What did it trigger? Will you be comfortable in sharing?
Ma'am, okay, I can share some things. It's because people in my life, they realize importance of me, or they realize that I was important to them only after they lost me, or they kind of disrespected me.
Lovely. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Amisha.
So I think that I can relate to that song very easily. And apart of this song, I have so many other songs favorite, as I cannot mention all of these.
That's
This is
okay.
one that I have on my priority list.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, the other side.
Ma'am,
Yes, Amisha.
your voice
Yes,
is kind of not audible.
I'm not audible. Okay. Mm. Then that is something with a connection that we'll have to work at that end, right? No voice. What do I do, Jatin, for this? Some
Ma'am, we
connection.
have some technical issue. Can you please?
I'll wait.
Yeah, because you're clearly audible to me. I think there's a connection issue that side.
Jatin, I lose track of time, so you have to tell me. Okay. It's 2:18. Midway done. Halfway done. Okay. So give me a double thumbs up when you feel that I'm ready, I'm good to go. When I'm clearly audible, give me a double thumbs up, okay? Can it be conveyed to them, Jatin? Can it be conveyed to them to let me know? Otherwise, they'll keep waiting.
Dr. Ayush is logging in, so I hope that he would be able to hear us.
Okay.
Dr. Ayush, are you able to hear us?
Yes.
Just let me know when I should start again.
Okay, ma'am, just in a minute.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
So you can continue. Ma'am, I think we can continue by using this phone only. So do you want this?
Yeah, you can keep it somewhere and put it on the speaker. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Nabila. Great. So so I think Chehek had taken the mobile. Yes, Chehek, you want to say something? You want to tell me about a good song, something that
Ma'am, Siddhi this side.
Siddhi decided. Hello, Siddhi, yes.
And my favorite movie is Three Idiots because it inspires me to do what I really want from my heart.
Any particular dialogue?
Dialogue.
Any particular scene?
When all three friends, when all three friends,
Don't worry, I'm here, listening.
when all three friends were sitting on stairs and discussing their dreams. When Renzo was inspiring his two other friends to do what they really want. That's
Lovely. Lovely. Beautiful. So I heard three people, and keeping the time in mind, I'll go over to why I was asking you this. Siddhi, did you watch this movie yesterday or somewhere today before coming for this workshop?
No, ma'am. Last month I have seen this.
Last month, right? Dr. Ayush, did you hear this song just before coming in here? No, right? So similarly, you've heard this song or you saw this movie, there was some particular scene that touched your heart. And months later, weeks later, months later, it is still ringing in your mind. It is still ringing in your heart. And when you think about it, you smile, right? It brings out some lovely memories. Your speech has to be that song that rings in somebody else's ears days after you have delivered it. And that is a powerful speech. And each one of us can reach there just with a little bit of practice. But we can reach there, right? Now, it need not be the entire speech that somebody remembers. It can just be a line or two. It may not be a line or two. It just has to be feelings. What is it that you actually said in the speech that somebody took with them? Because just like what is it that you saw in the movie and that one particular thing you're holding in your heart, just because with that one lyric playing somewhere, that song playing somewhere, some lovely memory flashes in your heart. It may not be a memory, it can just be a sweet feeling that brings a smile on your face. That is the level of speech crafting that one has to reach. That is the idea behind an effective and impactful speech. Okay, so the bottom line of creating a great speech is how you make someone feel when you speak. That is, I'm speaking about the heart element, right? So being an emotional intelligence coach, I know of two things, the heart and the brain. And today I'll try and bring the heart and the brain into speech crafting. So what is the message that you intend to give to the audience? How do you intend to make them feel? What is it that happened with you in the first place that you want another human being to feel, if it was probably a joyous experience, or you do not want another person to go through, and that is why you're telling them about it in your speech to prevent them from feeling that heartache that probably you felt. When you give a speech, when you craft a speech, keeping these things in mind, you create an impactful speech. So the bottom line is the message or the lesson that you have learned. How did you feel and how do you want to make another person feel? The heart element is the crux of any speech. And why do you need to do that? You need to do that to have an audience connection. You want to connect with the audience, right? You don't want somebody, oh, yawning and then probably getting away and going away when you're delivering a speech, right? It's a blow. It's a big blow to the heart. You want to deliver a meaningful content. So that's something that the person takes away. And you want to bring out that effective speaker from within you, the qualities that you have been inspired in by seeing others. So when you bring your heart into the speech, you combine all of these. The second aspect to the heart element is, okay, let me ask you, how many of you can confidently say that you are public speakers? Just raise your hand. Dr. Ayush says, okay. Saurabh ji also says, who else? What about the youngsters out there? That entire line of wonderful, confident, lovely youngsters sitting there. Siddhi has not said, Cheh, see, I know only two names. The others have to speak up for me to know your names. You don't think you are a public speaker Okay. So are you all from the same class or you're just from the same university or the college? Are you from the same class?
No, ma'am. The college or the university is same, and we are also from different college also.
Okay,
Like,
Amisha, how many children are there? Are you a student, Amisha?
yes, ma'am. I'm also student.
And how many children are there in your class? How many students are there in your class?
In my class, I have 44 students.
44. Have you ever answered a question posed by a teacher?
Yes, ma'am. Most of the times.
So have you whispered in his ear or have you spoken in front of the entire class?
In front of the entire class.
My dear, then how come you're not a public speaker?
Yes, ma'am. I raised my hand.
You did? Oh, then I missed. All I could see was Dr. Ayush out there. Okay, and Sarabji, what about the others? Chehek, Siddhi, how many children, how many students do you have in your class?
60 students.
And you've never answered a question?
I have answered.
What about Chehek?
Ma'am, 50 students in my class.
50, 60 plus. And you've never asked a question? You've never answered a question?
Answered, ma'am.
Answered, right? So what do you know what we do? Our intelligence is costing us. We are only putting ourselves down and we are not finding reasons to actually acknowledge the awesomeness that we already have inside of us. We're all public speakers. If you've actually got up and told mom in front of relatives, this is what you want to be cooked. If you've actually got up and spoken your heart out in front of your friends, my dear, you are a public speaker, right? So now an activity, quickly, I can't even ask you for the activity because I don't see laptops, you can't be writing. So I'm giving it to you as a homework. Today, when you go back, and please do it irrespective of whether you are a student or a faculty. I'm taking the liberty of ordering the faculty members. It's a kind request to you only, right? Please write down 50 things that you are amazing at. Even if if your mom, kiddos out there, if your mom asked you for a glass of water and you went to the kitchen and you got it, you're amazing. I was so amazing. I went up to the kitchen and I got a glass of water. Wow. That is when you start falling short of ideas to fill the list of 50 things, okay? But please, each one of you write 50 things that you are awesome about. And then you will automatically start having 50 ideas to write a speech on. Trust me, I've done it, and so I'm telling you. Okay, so the second aspect is belief in yourself. When you acknowledge your own awesomeness and amazingness and find reasons to have belief in yourself, you will be able to craft a wonderful speech. But it's not just the heart that does the work, the brain also has an equal part to play in it. And when it comes to brain, when it comes to brain or mind, let's put it as a mind. When it comes to the mind, we speak of mechanics. So there are certain mechanics to speech crafting. But before we again come to mechanics, you know what? How wonderful it is that we begin something and then we remember we have to do another thing. Right. I would like you to tell me what are the hurdles that you experience when somebody asks you to speak something or when you think that you have to write a speech? What are the hurdles or the challenges that you face? Yes. Just quickly pick up the mic and then say anything. My biggest challenge was, what if I don't make any sense? Why will somebody come and listen to me in the first place?
Ma'am, please repeat the question, ma'am.
The question is, what are the hurdles or what are the challenges that you experience when you go out to write something like crafting a speech or when somebody asks you to stand up and speak on a particular topic?
Ma'am, my challenge is that I lacks in confidence that I will able to speak in front of all or not. Secondly, it might be like I don't have the words to express my thoughts that I want to share with the audience.
Wow. What's your name, dear? Are you Chehek? No, you're not,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
You are
Chehek.
You are Chehek only. Okay. So Chehek, you said lack of confidence. And the second was words. Okay. What about, let's have two more people do it and then let's move on to the other things of how to overcome these challenges.
Uh, First thing that comes in my mind is what will people think about me? And
Hmm.
second is I am better expressing myself in Hindi than in English.
Okay. Okay. Done. Great. Anybody else? Oh, lovely. We have a new
Good
speaker.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
My name is Praveen Kumar.
Yes, Praveen.
First thing, if I can speak in front of many people, I feel less confidence, and I think I have less vocabularies.
You have, okay. Okay. Great. Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And Praveen, you spoke in front of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 people sitting in front of you. And then 7, 8 of us here. So as far as confidence goes, my dear, you have a lot of confidence. And I will say the same thing for Chehek too. Okay. Again, like I said, don't let your intelligence work more on you. Let you work on your intelligence, and I'm sure a lot of it can be worked upon. So the mechanics, we will speak about it, right? All of these challenges come up, whether it's vocabulary, whether it's imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is, who am I to give this speech? And why will somebody come and listen to me? All of this can be overcome if we stop comparing our first effort with somebody's 100th effort. When you just go ahead and do what you just did, I asked you a question and you answered. When you write down just reasons or for anything, let's say you have a chair in front of you, and today I ask you to just tell me 10 sentences about the chair. So the more you practice, the more you start speaking upon it, your fluency, your vocabulary, that will keep coming. As far as vocabulary goes, any word that you start writing, you write down. Google is there to give you synonyms. Once you start working on it, believe me, the kind of vocabulary that you will build would be phenomenal. So what is it that we can do to improve the art of public speaking, right? So the first thing that we do is we find the purpose of what is it that we want to say. Am I sitting in front of people? And when I'm talking to people, am I wanting to educate them on a certain aspect? Am I wanting to entertain them on a certain aspect? Am I wanting to motivate them on a certain aspect? Or am I just wanting to just tell them and probably give a lot of information on a certain aspect? If I'm clear on which line that I'm choosing, I will fashion my speech and structure it in that way. Okay. Another beautiful way to begin writing and practicing the art of crafting an impactful speech is creating your own story. So I would urge each one of you to have your own story. Let's say you meet somebody in the lift and you have only 30 seconds to interact with that person. How will you tell your story in 30 seconds? Who are you, from where you come? What is it that you love to do? Let's say I'm meeting somebody and I'm in a Zoom room where I have 1 minute interaction with that person. What can I speak to the person in 1 minute? What is going to be my story when I speak to somebody for 2 minutes? What is going to be my story when I speak to somebody for 5 minutes? If you start writing your stories from today itself, your 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute, and 5 minute stories, your life story, you will begin the art of crafting speeches in a better manner. Just get your story correct in that, first of all, and then start collecting stories from people around you. So your speech crafting has to be the ability in which you tell your stories in either of the 4 ways that we mentioned. and getting your heart element inside of it. Once you have done that, then it all comes down to just structuring your speech. And for structuring your speech, believe me, once you're in Toastmasters, you will have so many projects that will teach you on how to do that. How do you have an effective beginning? When you are in front of an audience, which is a new audience, just do not begin your speech with something humorous, because a humor may not land immediately to a new audience. So beginning with a question, a quotation is something of a good idea. You can immediately begin by describing something also. The idea is that your introduction has to be such where you are captivating the audience. And for quotations, believe me, this is what I do. And this is something that I would love for you all to do as well. And collect quotes. Now that you are going to be a public speaker, just start collecting a lot of quotes. So start searching on Google quotes on motivation, motivational quotes, courage quotes, family quotes, humor quotes. Give anything that you want to search and then collect quotes, and just do not write haphazardly. Go through the quotes and see where is it that you find your own personal connect with. Write down at least 10 quotes on different aspects, and you will have your own collection of quotes to use and when necessary. Okay. So I think this is basically to do with the art of crafting a speech, but I will just like to show you something more. This is what we had actually done. And so I don't want to speak about this. Right. So your heart element is what we spoke about. Your message, most important, and then the power of belief that I have the capability of crafting a speech because I am a public speaker. I spoke in the company of so many people, right? Your heart-brain connection, where we spoke about that it is not just what you do or how you speak and how you make another person feel, but also some mechanics that have your structure and your purpose, right? Then the challenges that you have all spoken about, the challenges that can be overcome by practice, number one. And secondly, it can be overcome by some writing, some preparation, and belief in yourself that I can overcome these challenges. Now, this is something I'm sure many of you would have come across, and I don't often use that. I use it only because Albert Mehrabian, when he spoke about the communication model, he actually did a closed study. It was a closed group study on 28 individuals and then some 50 plus individuals only. But what beautifully that came out was that when I'm speaking to you today, when I'm speaking to you and when you are speaking to people, what is it that you speak, the words are not so important as the tone of your voice, the pauses that you take, the way in which you convey your message. And then at the end is a visual part. When you're speaking to somebody, let's say you receive a mail from somebody where, or a message or a text message from somebody, where it's a message that hurts you. Now you want to reply to that person. Many times you will, when you reply, you're not sure that what you want to convey gets conveyed in that proper manner. But your message will definitely get across when you have a face-to-face communication, the way we are all here right now. Though across cities, you are able to see me and I'm able to see you. And if I just sit like this and I say, okay, now today we're going to have a conversation here where the model says about 55% is visual and 38% is just vocal and 7% is verbal. Versus if I actually speak with my entire body, communicate with you through a manner in which you will speak as a public speaker, do you think that the two will have a difference? If you're hearing, sometimes I'm not sure if you can hear me properly. Can I have a thumbs up if you can hear me? Dr. Ayush, thank you so much. Okay. So Albert Mehrabian's communication model, though done on a very close group, gave out a very important message that your visual communication is what lands most in the hearts and minds of people. And that is what you need to incorporate when you stand up on the podium and when you speak, right? Now, what is a brain element? The brain element speaks about the mechanics where it was purpose. Remember what we spoke about? What I'm doing right now is a quick revision. Whether it's to entertain, whether it's to inform, whether it's to educate, or whether it's to motivate. Be clear on the purpose. Then craft your 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute stories. When you do that, you will get in the habit of creating effective stories. And then most importantly, know your audience. When I'm speaking to a group of 5 to 6 year olds, I will speak with a lot of finger puppets and stories which have lots of animals inside that. But when I'm speaking to you, then I can speak about a heart-brain coherence and I can speak about the mechanics. So it all depends on structuring the same thing in a manner that lands best with your audience, right? And then finally, the structuring of having an effective beginning, having a mid-body, a middle, and the ending. Now, what happens is most of us start very strong and we end lame. So you can either begin with a quote, remember how you give your ending. Your ending can be something dramatic. It can be something where you give a message and then you pause for the message to land. You can end with a powerful quotation, but have your ending as powerful as your beginning and have the entire meat of your story in the middle section of your speech, right? Well, I'm sure this is what you have read. How you perceive yourself is how the world will perceive you. And when I say that, why do I say that? Because when you are standing there as a public speaker and you're wanting to deliver an effective content and make an impact, if you stand there perceiving yourself as somebody who is out there and who's capable of creating an impact, you will create an impact irrespective of the kind of words or the vocabulary that you use. Because the heart will convey more than just the mechanics of your speech. I hope you got something out of the workshop today about creating an effective speech. Believe me, if I was to just tell you about the elements of introduction, the elements of mid-body, the elements of ending, it would be something that you will have loads and loads and loads of it on the net. And I'm sure you would have already come across a lot on the Toastmasters platform as well. So I tried to fashion this in a manner in which you will get to create and speak and feel like an effective speaker and deliver that effective speech. Okay, so that is all from my side. I'm open to any questions that you have for me. Okay, tell me one thing that you will take it as a takeaway from the workshop, and then you can always come down to your questions. What was your intention? What was your intention? And see if you found something related to your intention today.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Mr. Saurabh.
Yeah, you were discussing about use of quotes.
Yes.
So now when I see when the quotes, when you were talking about that quotes, I remember only one person, Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Okay.
Sometimes, is there any specific number, any identical number, then how many quotes within on watch time we should use? Because sometimes when you are using too many of the quotes, it deletes the person is speaking.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Navjot Singh Sidhu is not giving a speech. He is generally just using quotations and quotes where he is part of a platform where he is just delivering a message, or he's part, or he's judging a contest, or he's, he's not giving a speech, as he's not giving using quotations as part of a speech only. And even if he's there, let's say for us, when we have to give a speech, limit your speech to 2 quotations at the max, and try to see what is it from that quote that you found it relatable in your own life and in your own story, and then substantiate it with the quote. Use it either in the beginning or in the ending to have an effective beginning or an ending. Or if you want to use it in the mid body, then fashion it in a manner in which you're sandwiching it inside your story. But then when you say it, bring it out as an afterthought or pause. Use a different tone to deliver that quote. Because there, then you are using it as a powerful complement to your mid body. I hope that answers.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
Okay.
And even the people who are joining from SRMS online, if they have any question, go ahead. Ria Rastogi, Ria Agarwal, Dr. Khan, Miss Anu. If you anyone have any question? Anyone from here?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Amisha.
Actually, I have one thing on my mind. So most of the times I speak is in the classroom while delivering any presentation or any case study delivering. So when I notice that my classmates, they are not interested in listening, because obviously कौन सुनेगा दूसरे की के presentation को, case study को, they are busy in gossiping and all. So I just want to make them like make them focus towards me, and I just want कि वो मुझे attention दें. So how can I grab their attention throughout that presentation or throughout that meeting?
Amisha, may I request you to stand up, please?
Sure.
Okay. So how do you stand when you give your presentation?
Usually I have a podium, so I think I can just go to the podium.
Yeah, please go to the podium.
Most of the times my posture is this, and I use hands while I speak.
Okay, wonderful. So I will suggest and give you some suggestions. You have the podium, right? While speaking, number one, push your shoulders back. Remember, the moment you push your shoulders back, you gain 2 inches, right? Your confidence will go up. And then, even if you have the podium, take the mic and move out of the podium. Okay, move out of the podium, right? If there is a slide presentation, you have those laser beams, right? Where you can point to the presentation if it is up there, up on the wall, or on a projector, on a projector screen. Right? Move out. Move out from away from the podium. Come in front of the podium. Please come now, Amisha. Come out. And now when you are standing there, don't let your hands hang about. Have full control over your body. Hold the mic in one hand and hold the pointer for the slides in the other, and just stand with your head high and your shoulders back. And then your tone of the voice should be commanding. And when you look at them and you say, hello, everyone. Can you say that?
Hello, everyone.
Okay, I want it to be a little deeper. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Wonderful. So just practice like that. Your normal conversation voice with your friends has to be different when you are giving a presentation. Your normal conversation voice is something that comes out naturally. But when you're standing up on the stage as a speaker, every word that you say has to be deliberate. And when I say deliberate, I could have said, Amisha, you have to stand there and you have to be, you have to be confident. But this is not what I did, right? Right. When I am speaking to you, Amisha, I'm also speaking deliberately. That means every word that I'm saying has got pauses, and I'm taking pauses at places where it's required. So the more you practice like that, practice your presentations. And my dear, there is um, no limit to presentations. I have done um, over 40 shows on stage. And I got up on stage when I was 21 for the first time. I've handled audiences as large as 300, 400. But that did not happen in the first go. It happened slowly and steadily, slowly and steadily. So you will go up there, you will make a mistake, just pat yourself and said, wow, I'm going to be making 10 mistakes, one over, only 9 left. The second time you go and make a mistake, say, wow, 2 over, only 8 left. Okay. So tell yourself that, and slowly, steadily, you'll gain more and more confidence.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Else? Anyone else?
I think we should
That
Smita, if we are done.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm open to any questions that people may have.
If there are no more questions, in the interest of time, should we move forward? Are we good? Yep. Thank you, Saurabh, sir. So thank you so much, Smita ma'am, for that wonderful session in the wholehearted nature that you always come up with. So congratulations and thank you for giving us your time and those insights. I hope everyone here has some key takeaways. They're just introspecting on that, imbibing that for their own presentations. But for me, like you said, there are two quotations that should be part of every speech, and I took those two quotations from your speech today, which was how you, first of them being how you perceive yourself is how the world perceives you. And the other one, I'll keep it for now, but I'll use it in today's meeting itself. So you were saying something before I cut you off.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving the opportunity to address this august audience. Not only lovely students, but very highly respectable and knowledgeable faculty members who have, taken out time and even participated wholeheartedly. I'm deeply grateful and thankful. That's all.
Thank you. Yep. Uh, Now, before we proceed, let me ask, we are 1 hour into the meeting, like we started at 1:50, so we are already 1 hour into the meeting. Do we want to proceed with today's remaining part sections, that is table topic sections, and how much time do we have for that? I just didn't want to keep everyone longer than they are supposed to be.
Okay.
Sorry.
Toastmaster Suresh, you can continue for the table topic session.
How much time do we have?
Okay.
Sorry, can you hear me?
So we will be connecting 2 or 3 topics in the table topic session.
Only two. Okay. All right. So then let me quickly do the introduction for the tag team because they are here. They've come prepared before the table topics master comes to the conduct the thing. So as I would also take care of the journal evaluator role today since we don't have anybody else available. Everybody's busy doing the district officer training program in Kolkata. I would take care of the journal evaluator and the table topic evaluator role. And just like in every meeting, we have a tag team to do the honors for that, right? To help in the evaluation section to keep a keen eye on everything that's happening in the meeting, starting from now on. And for that purpose, I believe we have the timer who is Siddhi Gupta. Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Uh, as timer, I will time the table topic speakers and the evaluators. I also alert each speaker of the time each speaker of the time they have left using the green, yellow, and red cards, which denote specific timings. Table topic speakers should limit their remarks to not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll raise the green card. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the red card. For evaluators, time should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll raise the green card. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I'll raise the yellow card. At 3 minutes, I'll raise the red card. Thank you.
So the next role player is Amisha, our counter. Would you like to introduce yourself and your role, please?
Yes. For today, I'm the counter, and I'll be taking care of the fillers or the filler words that are well, so, like, but, and repetitive words. And in the end of the session, I'll just present the report of the counter. Thank you.
Thank you. And last but not least, we have the grammarian, Saurabh Gupta. Could you please come to the dais and introduce yourself and the role?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Saurabh Gupta. Mr. and Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmaster, and guest. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language uses. I will take note of any improper language as well as an outstanding words, quotes, saying, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word is cohesive. It's an adjective which means something described as cohesive sticks together and forms something closely united. An example of using the word is the customer service department is a small but cohesive team. Each speaker is encouraged to use the word of the day. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting and also report on the uses of the word of the day. Thank you, Mr. and Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Saurabh sir, for that introduction and giving us the word because of the day, which is, I believe, is very apt as the SRMS team is very cohesive in their functioning and how they conduct today's meetings. Now, as said, I'm taking over the responsibility of the general evaluator, so I will be keeping an eye on everything that's happening from now on, along with being the table topics evaluator. So we have a couple of table topics. I would also be evaluating the speakers. But that being said, just like what Smita mentioned, that you cannot appreciate in others what you do not have within you. I hope that our team, that team, and myself would be able to appreciate what the speakers showcase in that during their table topic speeches. Now, with that being said, I would now like to call upon the table topics master, Toastmaster Chandresh, to come forward and conduct the table topic section. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Very good evening to all my fellow Toastmasters. As Toastmaster of the day, table topic Toastmaster of the day, my duty will be to facilitate table topics where guests and members will have the opportunity to practice their impromptu speaking. I will introduce a topic and call on speakers who will be given 2 minutes to speak on the subject. Thank you, Toastmaster. Now I would like to call Miss Toastmaster Miss Aradhana to come over here, please. Toastmasters Aradhana, please. The topic for Toastmaster Aradhana is unity in diversity. Unity in diversity. Toastmasters Aradhana. Toastmaster Aradhana.
No worries. Now I would like to call next Toastmaster Chehak. Please come over here. Toastmaster Chehak, your topic is proud to be an Indian. Proud to be an Indian, Toastmaster Chehak.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Firstly, greetings to all the Toastmaster. Today, my topic is India is great. Proud to be an Indian. Sorry, proud to be an Indian. So, firstly, India is my motherland, and I am proud to be the part of the and I'm proud to be the citizen of the India, because in India we have cohesive amount. We have various things that are cohesive, that cohesively binds with all, like its traditions, its diversity. The well-being quote for that we quote for India is "United we stand, divided we fall." It means that it is the collection of various tradition forms. It may be dance form, dressing form, uh, traditions, folks, festivals, food items, cultures, and the unending list. Here we can learn about the various things. Like if we talk about the North India and South India, the culture is entirely different. If we go from east to west, north to south, we are going to learn about the various things in a different manner. So I guess that I am proud to be an Indian, because here I can learn various things in a single room. That is in a single country. I don't need to go abroad for learning different things. If I talk about its geographic specialization, then I must say that it is the collection of all the seasons. Like we can experience all the seasons in India. We can experience winters, monsoon, summers, autumns, and spring. So it cohesively binds all the season in one zone. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Chehak. I would like to say sorry that I didn't introduce the today's theme of the meeting. Today's theme of the meeting is India, that is Bharat. So now I would like to call next our next Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Please, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Your topic is responsibilities and rights as an Indian. Responsibilities and rights and as an Indian. Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Welcome. Rights, responsibilities and rights as an Indian.
Good morning, everyone. I am Naveen Kumar, Dr. Naveen Kumar, and my presentation topic is responsibilities and rights of Indian. Good evening, everyone, and I am Dr. Naveen Kumar, and my presentation topic is responsibilities and rights of Indian. And there are first of things I want to introduce that India preamble of Indian Constitution provides that there are some basic rights and also the some fundamental rights given to the Indian citizens, and this is the one of the best to best way to how the evaluate the rights of the Indian citizen, because the preamble and other fundamental rights and fundamental duties provides rights. Some of the rights are right to freedom of speech expression, right to privacy, right to collective gaining of the benefit, and right to life and liberty. These are the basic human rights, and also there is a fundamental duties lies on the citizen to protect the environment, protect the life, wildlife, protect the rivers, and respect the national anthem, and respect the freedom fighters of this country. And therefore, there are several rights and duties lies on as a citizen of India. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dr. Naveen. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Siddhi Gupta, please. Topic is Toastmaster Siddhi Gupta. Topic is right to education. Right to education. Toastmaster Siddhi Gupta.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is right to education. According to me, education is the basic need of every person around this world, irrespective of its caste, creed, and color. Through education, we learn how to deal good with other people, how to respect other people's religion, how to respect other people's need. Uh, Through education, people get to know how we can help other people in society. Education is the very important thing, and through education, uh, we learn about our culture, we learn about our traditions, we learn about our country. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Siddhi. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Amisha Varshne, please. The topic is freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, Toastmaster Amisha Varshne.
I am an Indian, and as being an Indian, I was given a fundamental right. That right was freedom to speak. And for that only, I think that I am at the Toastmasters Club because I can speak whatever I want, but that should be relevant. I can speak as I want to present myself. The freedom to speech is basically a fundamental right because we are humans, and by being in the genre of a human, we speak, we have words, we want to connect to the people, we want to communicate with the people, we want to create bonds, we want to create friendships, and for that I think we should be given the freedom to speech. If I take example of a country or of a place where people are not allowed to speak anything that comes in their mind, if I go back to the era before independence, people were not allowed to gather in any place and they were not allowed to have protests and all that. But after the constitution was created in this democratic country India, people were allowed to speak, people were allowed to speak. And I think this is the basic human right. This became the fundamental right because people at the time of British era realize that they need to speak for themselves, and for that I think that this became a part of our constitution. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amisha. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Praveen. Toastmaster Praveen, right to information. Right to information, Toastmaster Praveen.
Hello everyone, my name is Praveen Kumar and my topic is right to information. According to my topic, I want to say that right to information means uh, I want to that information. I want to that information that I want from any others, if from any system that suppose if we arrested in some crimes, and the uh, police force arrested me, and they didn't give me a reason to arrest me. But according to right to information, I want that reason that arrested to me, and according to this right, and be ban everything that be banned according to that uh, that case.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveen. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Saurabh Gupta, please. Topic is India, that is Bharat. India, that is Bharat, Toastmaster Saurabh Gupta, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. And my fellow Toastmaster, India, that is Bharat, is the line first written from the Constitution, the preamble of the Constitution of India, defining further, and sometimes people take it in a different way and they start differentiating between India and Bharat. There is nothing such like that. Because before writing the Constitution, it was Bharat. Oh, sorry, it was Bharat. And then when when British came to India, they started calling it as an India. And that is the reason it was said as India, that is Bharat, which was traditionally written in the literature. Bharat is the word taken from the king Bharat. And we all are called as the son of Bharat. And that is the reason when the constitution was introduced, it was written as India, that is Bharat. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saurabh. Now I would like to call for General Evaluator, sir, to please to evaluate the speeches of today's table topics. Thank you.
Thank you, Table Topics Master, for having the theme of your own and providing us this wonderful topics that are centered around that theme. Um, Calling upon people who enthusiastically participated and gave their opinions on these various topics. Now, I would like to give sort of one level of generic information in terms of how a table topic speech is supposed to be, in my opinion. Now, obviously, we know that every speech has to have an opening, body, and structure, and table topic speech is just an impromptu speech of a shorter time duration, which as well should have the same structure, a proper opening, which many times today's session, people started by saying, "My name is this, and this is my topic," which need not be repeated because the table topic master has already told us what your name is and already given us the topic. So you need not repeat that until you have to say something about the topic, or you are trying to analyze it and showcase how we are analyzing the topic itself. That's being one. Now in the body, they say that three C's to be followed: concern, that is the concern for audience; credibility, that is the credibility you showcase in your speech through your body, the meat of the speech; and conviction, that is you know what your audience is, so you cater to what they would understand. So the material that you would put in your body is generally adept, so that you would put in the body that your audience is adept at. Credibility would be showcased by giving a proper example of what you're trying to give, what you're trying to say. For examples, let's say Toastmaster Amisha's topic was freedom of speech, and she said why freedom of speech is important, because in the past we didn't have freedom of speech in the British era, and that's why that's why it is important. So that's giving us an example of why, what supporting your point. That takes care of the credibility aspect of your body. And last is conviction, wherein what Smita ji has talked about today in such at such great length is how you convey yourself to the audience by showcasing that you really believe in what you're saying, and using proper visual aids, in the sense of your proper body language and tone, would would showcase the conviction to that audience. So those three C's are something that you should cater to in your body. And then at the end, you should conclude your speech. One should conclude a speech with by telling the audience, yes, this is what my point of view was, this is what I'm summarizing. Because summary, even if they have not heard or not understood the entire speech, at least through your summary, the audience should understand what it should. So that being said, let me give some points, that being the generic crux of what I'm going to say today. Quick points about everybody. So Chehak, proud to be an Indian. Like I said, please don't repeat the name and the topic unless you have to say something about it. Uh, you your flow was good. You had confidence in what you spoke. You had a swift flow in your speech, and you did mention that you were born in this country. India is good because of certain aspects. Like for example, you mentioned seasons. It has all the seasons which one can enjoy. A good addition to that speech would be, give us an example of how you enjoyed those seasons, or how you enjoyed a particular aspect of being an Indian. That would add the connect, your personal connect to that story or to your speech, and also give credibility. Is that yes, what you're telling is you really feel about it, or you really know what you're talking about, or you really have experienced that. So that's one thing. Naveen Kumar, responsibilities and rights. Uh, Good information. It was all a lot of technical information. Is what are the fundamental rights and preamble? What are the different fundamental rights that one has? What in terms of responsibilities, what one should do as being a citizen, like protecting life, wildlife, nature, respecting national monuments, etc. Again, uh, the example doesn't have to be personal, but an example of, let's say, as a citizen, take example from the popular culture, somebody you would know who is good, who would, let's say, is good at respecting or understanding what the responsibility of a citizen is, right? Or how do you uphold the fundamental right of a particular thing of, of our country? When you give an example, along with the technical information that you shared, you also tell us, yes, this is the way to go about doing it. This is the way to go about following your responsibilities as a citizen. So that's really would add value to your speech. Uh, Siddhi Gupta, right to education. You clarified your point upfront. You said, yes, this is what I believe, that right to education is good. You said education helps in understanding, respecting religion, respecting this. Again, example. Tell us, let's say, because of you being educated, how did you respect, or how did you stood up to what you believe in? That would really add the credibility aspect of your to your speech, right? And then that would be, yes, what she's saying really believes in it. She has also showcased through her personal example. That's a good place where you could use a personal example. I already mentioned about Amisha. One more thing, she did mention the topic or her name, which is good. One more thing that I liked about in her speech is the transitions. So you said, yes, it's a fundamental right. And as humans, we are social beings. We are storytellers, technically, because that's how we have sort of overpowered Neanderthals as Homo sapiens being the species. One of the reasons, or one of the theories that says we overpowered those Neanderthals is because of our art of storytelling. So I thought that I got a glimpse of that in your story, and that's how connected it. Good connection. It has an example of British era, which is valid. So need not have a personal connect. You didn't have showcase like how you talk, how you utilize freedom of speech, which would certainly be required in one place or the other. But as of now, I think with British era example, you did good. Praveen, RTI, yes, you said if I would have been if I would be arrested, I should know why am I being arrested. True. Uh, Obviously, you could build upon that. You had a lot of time to build upon that thing. Uh, Also, in the end, summarize, say, okay, you could like for example, I give you some ideas. If you cannot understand or you cannot get more ideas on what to talk about, try thinking the opposite. What if right to information wasn't there? Or what if you didn't have, let's say, if you didn't get arrested, then you build upon that. Okay, if I didn't get arrested, I didn't know what I would be behind bars. You slowly build upon that thought process if you're not getting any other ideas or how to go about closing your speech. So at least look at different aspects of a particular topic, try to analyze it, not over, just slightly try to analyze it to different topics if you're not getting something else at that point, and then that way, that's one of the ways that you can build upon that things. Uh, who's the last person? Is Saurabh Gupta. India, that is Bharat. Sir, I thought, sir, you were sort of stumped with this topic. Initially, as to you got confused with yes, you went about saying India, and then when you said okay, before Constitution it was India or Bharat, and that sort of broke your flow because I know I've heard you in the past, and you are a good speaker. So this was sort of a different take on that. Again, this was technical information as to why is it being called Bharat, why is it Bharat, and why how is it being called India. You mentioned yes, we were this, and this is what you personally felt came out, but maybe a bit sort of build up could have been there. Is okay if India and Bharat are there, why is again a suggestion that need not be what your take could be, but just a thought because you stopped around at 1 minute. So what your take could be is India and Bharat are now what the respect to what a country is called. We are all its citizens, and we should focus on working towards the betterment of country, working towards upholding its rights, and focusing on our responsibilities as citizens. Something that earlier speaker had spoken, and that way you could have concluded your speech more effectively. Because I felt that at 1 minute you just stopped there, and that didn't. The ending could have been better. That is from my side for the table topics evaluation. Please let me know if anybody has any questions or anything else anybody else needs to ask. If not, we would like to proceed with the stack team. Are we good? We good? Okay. Let's call upon the timer, or rather, first in a reverse order. Let's call upon the grammarian for Toastmaster Saurabh Gupta for your report, please.
Thank you very much for providing this opportunity. There was only one person used the word coercive, and that was very beautifully used by Chek Agrawal. And I'm sometimes say when we call it as India is unity and diversity, just reverse it, diversity in unity, and you will see a very different angle out of it. So within that phenomena, unity and diversity in unity, using coerciveness is a wonderful way. There is only one. There were some people, they were making grammatical mistake. I'm not naming it. And they were using the word loosely. Like repetition means when they get one word, they are using the same word again. Culture, cultures, something like that. Caste, religion. There is only one thing that I observed is a very common. That's the reason I observed here is different. It is not different. It is different. But different means it is different. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now we have our counter. Today's our counter is Toastmaster Mr. Vashne. Request you to please present your report.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jatin. For the our counter report, the reason we are considering our counter report and we are putting so much efforts on focusing the extra pause and fillers used by the speakers is just because the pause fillers do not become a part of the good speaking of the good speaker. So for the report, Chehek Agarwal used a word 2 times, so 1 times, and like once. Toastmaster Naveen used a 3 times and 9 times. Toastmaster Siddhi used 9 times. Toastmaster Amisha used like 2 times. Toastmaster Praveen used 2 times. And Toastmaster Saurabh used like once. And other word, yeah, once. That was not relevant. Thank you. And I hope that in the future we tend to make improvements and you reduce these numbers or we make these numbers as 0. Thank you.
Thank you, Misha, for that insightful report. Last but not least, let's quickly call upon our timer, Toastmaster Siddhi Gupta, to present the report, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Toastmaster Jack spoke for 1 minute 40 seconds. Toastmaster Naveen spoke for 1 minute 11 seconds. Toastmaster Siddhi for 47 seconds. Toastmaster Amisha spoke for 1 minute and 40 seconds. Toastmaster Praveen spoke for 1 minute. And Toastmaster Saurabh also spoke for 1 minute. Thank you.
Thank you, Siddhi, for that precise report. Now, as few quick points as the general evaluator from my side is SA Sergeant Ram Amisha. Set the tone for today's meeting by asking a question first, interacting with the audience, getting them engaged. Well done. Then you also had accurately provided the guidelines. Now, one thing that you mentioned in the beginning, which is do not leave the podium or the dais without a handshake, which I don't think was followed very well today's meeting. So that's something that would be good to have if we are engaging in that practice, is handshaking and then leaving the dais, the podium. Especially in table topic section, I saw Chandresh left just now. The idea is you call upon the speaker, you want to call upon the volunteer speaker who wants to take up a topic, and then handshake, name, topic, name. So I see people were called upon, immediately topic was said, and then people were walking towards the podium, which sometimes, and they were coming there and asking the topic again. So they may not have heard they may have heard that name and then they have zoned out in order to, while they were walking towards the dais. So better to let them come to the podium, give them a few seconds, uh, handshake, make them comfortable, and then give them the topic. So that would be good to follow in terms of proceedings, parliamentary proceedings of the meeting. I understand we had technical difficulties, that's why we are sort of overtime, but we are still good because we still just utilize like 1 hour 40 minutes, and that's something that we could work upon in terms of transitions. If we could discuss as to who would be this, because we are doing a hybrid meeting and sometimes it's difficult to understand the transitions between people who are sitting there and people who are standing there. So that way we could work out the transitions, talk about it, and then get that clarified. The tag team did a wonderful job. I would say all the three, timer, our counter, and Ramin sir, you are really good. The only improvement if I would have is if people could minimize the movement around when somebody is speaking, especially during workshop or somebody a prepared speaker. If you can, that would not distract the speaker, and slowly and steadily we could do a speech around each role rather than just giving a statistical report. To build our own stories, have a mini speech around everything. That's pretty much from my side, considering that we are sort of behind of what we are supposed to be, and everybody is almost left. Thank you. Over to you, Amisha.
Thank you so much, sir. And I will keep all these things in mind. And I hope that I can make the changes in the next meeting. And I'll make sure that these things do not repeat. Thank you for the corrections and for the guidance.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
so
think
much.
we can stop recording now. Yeah.
Okay.